Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. It's very kind of you. And welcome to the show. One of the questions I'm asked when I work on television, is it a stressful event? Do you feel stress before a show? Yes, it's kind of nerves. But in what I would call the table of stress, the most stressful thing actually we go through is death of a spouse. That's the most stressful thing, followed by divorce, followed by moving house, followed by Christmas Day, followed by driving. So I suppose the most stressful thing you could do is take your dead ex-spouse to have a look at the house that you're going to move into on Christmas Day. Personally, I find myself in this modern age, I find driving extraordinarily stressful. It should be easy. It should be, get into a car in your own time, drive at your own leisure, park at your own leisure, do what you ever have to do and come back in your own leisure. But it's not like that. It's just stressful. You're thinking, I'm going to be late. Oh, God, I'm going to be late. Oh, Jesus, I'm going to get there. There's going to be a traffic jam. Oh, God, what am I going to do? There's going to be a traffic jam. What I'll do? Oh, yes, what I'll do? Yes, I'll go the shortcut. That's what I'll do. I'll go on the shortcut. I won't take the long way. I'll go the shortcut. And then you think, no, all the other people know this is a shortcut, so they'll take the shortcut. No, I'll go on the long way. All those bastards who wouldn't go the shortcut, they'll go the long way, so the long way is going to be a traffic jam. Shit! Then you think, what lane will I go in? You ever get to that point? What lane will I get in? Shall I go on the inside lane? Middle lane, the outside lane? I'll go on the inside lane. I'll go on the inside. That's all right. I'll drive on the inside lane. That's nice, smooth, quiet, gentle. Some bastard will park a lorry there. And then I'll have to come into the middle lane, and those people in the middle lane won't let me in, the bastards. Then you think I'll go on the outside lane. Then what about the bastards who are turning right? You're stuck behind those bastards. You go in the middle lane. And you spend all your time waiting for people to come out from behind lorries and turning right. This is before you even get in the car. Sitting there thinking, where will I park it? Have I got the money? Have I got the right money? They keep on changing those parking meters. Have I got 20p, 50p? Is it a 10p? Is it a new 10p? Will the old 5p pit? And the whole kind of parking. I mean, I spend my life parking. Spreading out in an ever-encroached circle, getting larger. Looking for somebody who's walking up the road with the car keys in the hand. That's him, I follow him. I get done for curb crawling, for Christ's sake. And you see you fellas are the same. They get into the car, and they sit there, and you kind of, like a spaniel, you go. And they go. They get on the phone. Women, I love women, but Jesus, women. Why can't they just get into a car and drive off? I say to her, are you leaving? Yes. And she gets in. And she spends half an hour rummaging in her handbag looking for her car keys. Why in the name of Christ do women put so much crap in their bags? They just swirl it all around. Have you ever seen them? They just that's not it. They keep on putting the crap back in again. They check the mirror, they check their hair, they check the makeup, they put the belt on, they ruffle their hair, they take the belt off. And I'm waiting to get in, and there's an arsehole behind me. Beep, beep. Flashing me, so I drive off, they drive off, and the bastard takes my parking brake. And I tell you another phenomenon now in this day and age. That group of men who hover around traffic lights in bomber jackets, waiting to clean your windscreen. I don't want my windscreen cleaned. I feel totally intimidated now. I drive up, I see them, I go through the red lights to get away from them. They're cleaning cars all day. Where are they getting the water from? They don't, do they? Jesus. And it's a whole business now. They sell flowers now, sell newspapers. In the summer, they sell you cold drinks. In winter, they're selling hot drinks. Where do they get the water from? Tell you what, being a motorist, one of the most irksome thing about being a motorist is to stand or be in traffic that's slowly moving and be continually passed by a pedestrian. He does it 3 or 4 times, and you're thinking, you bastard! Why don't you walk around the block? Go the other way, you arsehole! And actually, being a pedestrian, that's great. To walk past the same motorist 3 or 4 times. If you really want to get up the nose of a motorist, stand at the zebra crossing. And don't do anything, just stand there. And they stop, and they go. What are you doing standing there? I don't want to cross. Well, don't stand at the bloody zebra crossing! Go over there, you arsehole! Ah! I don't know, I don't really know what cars are extraordinary, but they bring, we become totally territorial. Have you noticed that within yourself? When you're in a car, you become territorial. You'll fight for an inch, a yard, a centimetre. You sit there blowing your horn at somebody in front of you who hasn't taken up that 6 inches between him and the next guy. Come on, asshole, move up, what are you doing now? And why does that happen when you're in a car? You don't do that when you're a pedestrian, do you? You don't feel territorial when you're walking up the road, do you? You don't feel aggressive. You bump into somebody as a pedestrian. You don't back off and say... You apologize. You say, oh, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. Sorry, I beg your pardon. No, it was my fault. No, after you. After you. No, 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 no. Somebody passes you when you're walking up the road. You don't race after them, do you? Go up and you bastard, get up, get up. And when you're a pedestrian, you're much nicer. You wear a different suit as a pedestrian. I'm walking down the road the other day, and there's a car coming up towards me, driven by a woman, and the blinkers are going. They just go blink, blink, blink. She drives up the road. Now, if I was driving behind her, I would be thinking, you silly old cow, put your bloody blinkers off. But as a pedestrian, I feel helpful. I go, blinkers. And this woman looks at me and goes, gee. This nice lady with a veil and a crucifix, gee. I mean, the change that takes place in yourself. I was walking down the road recently. It's a little old woman standing on the... And she said, and she's just, you know... So I said, can I help you cross? And she said, oh, yes, please. So I actually go out, and I stop the traffic. Stop, please. Stop, please. And I get this little old lady, and I help her across the road. And I say, are you all right now? And she said, yes, I'm fine, thank you very much indeed. It's very good of you. And that's it. I go around the corner, get into my car, drive around the corner. There's a silly old bitch in the middle of the road now. And I don't want to help her now. I want to run her over. I'm saying, get off the road, you stupid cow! And have you noticed as a driver, once you get behind the wheel of a car, you call into question the legitimacy of every other driver. You don't sit there and think, look at that silly man there. What the hell does he think? What is that bloke up to? You think, bastard. Look at that bastard. Look at him. Stupid bastard. And you relate to them how they look. The fat bastard, ugly bastard, bald. Look at that bald bastard. You don't have one iota of racialism in there. You're going, you black, get out, you yellow, get out of the road. Xenophobia creeps in. When you see foreign plates, you don't think, oh, there's a visitor to the country. And there's the thing of ourselves. We consider ourselves to be the perfect driver. We're all perfect drivers. We are the one person in the world who never makes a mistake. We drive perfect. You sit there and you analyze other people. See somebody trying to park and you're thinking, stupid bastard. He'll never get it in there, for God's sake. Any cretin could see. Shit, he did. How did he do that? A lucky bastard. The generosity of drivers. It can get you, actually being a generous driver in many ways can get you into trouble. I'm driving, I live in Kensington. I'm driving down Kensington High Street recently. There's a man who wants to come out from a left-hand corner, turning. And nobody's giving him any way at all. So I think, poor bastard. I let him in. And I let him in. And he, I suppose, feels because somebody's shown a generous act to him, he goes down the road and he decides to let somebody in. And they drive down the road and they let somebody in. So by the time I get to Hammersmith, there's 18 cars in front of me that wouldn't have been there, and I'm thinking, what did I do? What did you do that for? What? And there is the point. Have you ever been when you offer what I would call generosity as a driver? When you let somebody in and they acknowledge that. They just little beep on the horn, and you feel a glow swelling all over you. And you're sitting there thinking, man, Mr. Nice Guy. There's two of us. There's not all bastards, there's two of us. We're nice. And he acknowledges. And you feel very good. But if he doesn't acknowledge it, have you been in that situation? You want to kill. I'm sitting there, and if he doesn't acknowledge, he just goes out, and I think, you swine, you prat, by Christ, that is the last time I will ever do that for you. The chances of meeting this driver again don't exist. So you avenge yourself on some poor innocent bastard the next day. You're driving on the road and there's a fellow sitting. No way. I let somebody in yesterday and he didn't even acknowledge it, so up yours. And there's a point where people take advantage also of your generosity. You let somebody into the traffic and other people take advantage of that while you're kind of nodding. Come on. And they go, somebody else goes, and you go, wait a second, wait, one. I didn't say two, one. And while you're waiting, three, zip, zip, and then some bastard from the right. And I'm sitting there thinking, what am I? What am I? That fat fart, Father Christmas, for Christ's sake?